Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Liam's mesmerized by a blast from the past, and Deacon and Finn hit a snag rescuing Sheila. The bold and the beautiful, Steffi questions Hope about Liam, Ivy returns, and Sheila's chained up. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. In the abandoned warehouse, Finn asks, "Mom, can you hear me? Mom?" Deacon looks panicked and asks if it's too late. Sheila's eyes begin to open as Finn shines a light on her. He says, "Mom, it's me, Finn." He soon exclaims, "You're alive." Deacon pats Finn on the shoulder as they are overcome with emotion. At Forrester, Steffi leaves Finn a voicemail asking if he's okay. She's been feeling a little uneasy. "Call me when you can." Hope comes in and asks, "Can't get a hold of Finn?" She figures he's with a patient. Steffi muses, "Probably, yeah." Hope's sure Finn will be in touch when he can. Steffi knows. Hope thinks it must be a nice feeling knowing that a lot of people rely on her husband. She's sure he's making a really big difference in someone's life. Steffi muses that he's always dealing with a life or death situation. Hope says whoever he's with is incapable in caring hands. At Il Giardino, Liam tells the waitress that someone special is joining him. Someone he hasn't seen in a long time. Just then, Ivy appears in the doorway. She rushes into his arms. He marvels, "Oh my God, it's been so long, Ivy." Ivy replies, "Too long." They smile at each other. Ivy thanks Liam for meeting her. She wasn't sure he'd be interested. She tells him she's just passing through LA, and she spent time with Eric, who wants her back in the jewelry department at Forrester. Liam asks, "What's your secret?" Ivy frowns. "What do you mean?" Liam marvels, "You just look so happy and beautiful." Ivy admits she sometimes thinks about moving back to LA. Liam jokes, "Oh, great, it's settled." Ivy laughs that her life is very busy in Sydney, but never say never. She asks how he's doing and was sorry to hear about him and Hope. Liam shrugs that it wasn't easy to go through, but good things are on the horizon. He's focusing on work and his kids, and that may prepare him for the next thing. Ivy muses that Thomas left Hope. Do you see yourself going back to Hope? In her office, Steffi flashes back to Finn being distracted at home and not wanting breakfast. She recalls that he was quiet the night before as well. Finn cryptically said he had more questions than answers. Hope interrupts Steffi's flashback, and they talk business for a moment before the brunette asks, "How are you doing?" Hope figures she's not asking about the line. She admits it's been a bit of an adjustment with Thomas and Douglas gone, but she's trying to focus on what she can control. Steffi says the line has been incredible. She asks if Hope is seeing anyone. Hope gawps, "Seriously, Steffi? Thomas hasn't been gone that long." She wonders if Steffi is hoping she and Liam will get back together. In the abandoned warehouse, Deacon tells Sheila she'll be fine and Finn will take real good care of her. He realizes she's chained up by a leg iron and asks Finn, "Any suggestions?" Sheila whispers, "Help me, help me, help me." At Il Giardino, Liam tells Ivy he doesn't think him or Hope are in a place where they want to jump back in. He doesn't know what the future holds. We'll always care about Hope and Steffi. They're so cool about the co-parenting stuff and are great role models for the kids. Ivy guesses they're thankful too. He's pretty fantastic. At Forrester, Hope tells Steffi that she and Liam have spent more time together. But that doesn't mean they're getting back together. The resentment has calmed down and she's grateful for that. Hope wants Beth to see them getting along. Steffi checks her phone and asks, "So, are you going to make a play for Liam?" Hope thinks Steffi should focus her energy on Finn. In the abandoned warehouse, Finn asks Deacon to give him a bottle of water. He cradles Sheila's head and tries to give her some. She chokes. Realizing that it's her son holding her, Sheila looks hopeful. At Il Giardino, Liam wonders if Ivy is flirting with him. She admits it is and offers to dial it back. Liam shakes his head. "Don't dial." Ivy's not trying to be forward, it's just that she thinks about him a lot. She hasn't forgotten the good times they shared and how close they became. Stroking his face, she says, "And how close I wished we'd become." Ivy then kisses him and caresses his beard. She remembered that most of all, how great it felt kissing you. Liam stepped into the dimly lit antique shop, feeling the familiar weight of nostalgia settle over him like a warm blanket. The air was thick with the scent of old wood, leather, and history. Every corner of the shop seemed to hold a story, waiting to be discovered. As he wandered among the shelves lined with aged books and dusty trinkets, his eyes landed on a peculiar object, a vintage camera. Its brass body gleamed faintly in the soft light filtering through the windows. Liam reached out tentatively, his fingers tracing the intricate engravings along its edges. The camera seemed to whisper secrets of bygone days, promising glimpses into the past. Without a second thought, he purchased it, feeling a rush of excitement coursing through his veins. Back at his apartment, Liam couldn't resist the urge to explore the camera's mysteries. He carefully loaded a roll of film and ventured out into the streets, eager to capture the essence of the world through its lens. With each click of the shutter, he felt a connection to a time long gone, as if he were stepping into the footsteps of those who had wielded the camera before him. As the days passed, Liam became increasingly enchanted by the magic of analog photography. He roamed the city streets at dawn, capturing the soft hues of sunrise, and wandered through forgotten alleyways, documenting the stories etched into crumbling brick walls. With each new roll of film developed, he felt himself falling deeper under the spell of the past. Meanwhile, across town, Deacon and Finn found themselves embroiled in a daring rescue mission. Sheila, a notorious thrill-seeker with a penchant for danger, had found herself in a precarious situation atop the city's tallest skyscraper. As the winds howled and the rain lashed against the windows, Deacon and Finn raced against time to reach her before it was too late. Scaling the towering building with nerves of steel, they finally reached the precarious ledge where Sheila teetered on the edge of oblivion. With steady hands and unwavering determination, they pulled her to safety, their hearts pounding with adrenaline and relief. But their triumph was short-lived, for as they made their descent, disaster struck. A sudden gust of wind sent debris hurtling toward them, forcing Deacon to shield Sheila with his own body as Finn struggled to maintain his balance. With a sickening crunch, the debris struck, sending shockwaves rippling through the air. Deacon cried out in pain as he collapsed to the ground, his leg twisted at an unnatural angle. In the chaos that ensued, Finn fought to keep his composure, his mind racing with fear and uncertainty. With Sheila's help, he managed to stabilize Deacon's injuries as best he could, but it was clear that they needed professional help, and fast. As Liam wandered the streets, lost in a world of his own making, he stumbled upon the scene unfolding before him. With a jolt of recognition, he realized that these were the same streets he had captured through the lens of his vintage camera. The same streets where Deacon and Finn now fought for survival. Without hesitation, Liam rushed to their aid, his camera dangling from his neck like a talisman of hope. With each step, he felt a newfound sense of purpose coursing through his veins, driving him forward in the face of adversity. Together, they navigated the labyrinth of alleyways and backstreets, their journey fraught with peril and uncertainty. But through sheer determination and the bonds of friendship that bound them together, they pressed on, refusing to be swayed by the darkness that threatened to consume them. At long last, they reached the safety of the hospital, where Deacon was whisked away for emergency surgery. As he lay unconscious on the operating table, his fate hanging in the balance, Liam stood vigil by his side, his heart heavy with worry and regret. In the days that followed, Deacon's condition slowly improved, thanks to the skillful hands of the doctors and the unwavering support of his friends. And as he emerged from the shadows of uncertainty, he found himself filled with a renewed sense of purpose, a determination to seize each moment with unbridled passion, and to never again take for granted the fragile beauty of life itself. As for Liam, he continued to wander the streets with his vintage camera in hand, capturing moments of joy and sorrow with equal fervor. For in the tapestry of life, he had discovered a truth as timeless as the photographs he so cherished, that sometimes it is through the lens of the past that we find the clarity to navigate the present, and the courage to embrace the future with open arms.